Hello, my friends and fellow RV dreamers. It's Melissa Daphnis again from Your RV Dream. And I'm on the final installment, the third and final installment of RV considerations when you're thinking about buying, taking you through a tour of the inside of my RV and talking about some things that you might want to think about when you buy your RV. I'm actually sitting in my bedroom, which is also doubles as my office, and in front of my computer doing this video. And Tigger and Rue are on the bed behind me. They just love it in here. So let's take a look around the inside of my RV, and I think you'll see why I fell in love with it, why I ended up with such a great big RV, because I just couldn't resist. This RV is just, it has everything that I ever wanted, and it's very comfortable to live in. The basic thing that I was worried about when I looked at all of the RVs in the RV shows was some of the smaller ones. I just thought to myself, gosh, I could probably live in this for a few months and then I'd be sick of it. And I really didn't want to buy something that I would regret. When I walked into a Cyclone toy hauler, it had everything I wanted. I fell in love with it. I didn't want to leave the RV show. I did go home crying because I didn't know how I was going to afford it. But once I got home, I put that brochure of that RV on my wall. I started saving every penny I could. And I started looking for ways to save money on the purchase of the RV and the truck. I really did a lot of research about that. That's for another video one day. I'll tell you what I did and show you how to save as much money as you can on the purchase of an RV. But it's important to really think about what you want for your RV dream and decide, instead of just going for the biggest thing you can find or the cheapest thing you can find or the quickest thing you can find, really think about how you're going to use it. So let's look around my RV and I'll tell you why some of the considerations that I thought about when I bought it, and some of the things that you might want to consider too. All right, let's take a tour of the inside. So let's go inside right now. We'll go in the back door. One of the things about such a large RV that I really like is that there are two doors, one in the back and one up in the front in the living room. This back area serves as an extra bedroom. Please ignore the mess. I'm sorting through some storage unit stuff. But that's also what makes a toy hauler so great, is that you can put a lot of junk back in there to either travel with or sort through. But you do have to watch the weight that you carry. The carpet in the back comes up. It just rolls up and I put it away when I bring the motorcycle along. This is a magic mesh screen that I use for the dogs to let them out, but there's also a plastic screen that keeps the rain out when you close those doors. I love the addition of the ability to use the patio area as a nice place to sit outside. There's some nice windows in here for cross ventilation. It keeps it nice and airy. And there's also a sliding glass door which makes this a separate room from the main unit, and there's also a curtain there, so if someone's staying there, they can close it off and be private. This is Happy. She is a friend of mine's dog that I'm watching while they're away. It's also an extra source of income. And here's my two guys, Tigger and Rue. You can store a lot of extra things like water bottles and all that in the back, and I really like it. Like I said, it does also serve as an office. I have some of my office supplies there in those plastic containers with the drawers. And this is also a set of two beds, one on the bottom and one on the top. And you push a button and the beds will come down. One of them can stay up there with pins. It also serves as two benches, and you can put a table in the middle. Here's a picture of what it looks like when you put a table in the middle. And then here's a picture of what it looks like when the two beds are down, which actually makes two more bunk beds. Like I said, plenty of room in the back here to be an extra bedroom. I really love the area back here. You can use it as a dining room if you put that bottom bench down. It also has a TV back here and a little bit of extra storage next to the TV. Like I said, I really like the sliding glass door and the curtain that makes this a separate bedroom, so that if somebody's back there, they can change their clothes, they can have their own privacy. It's a really nice addition. So as we come into the main part of the RV, a couple of things that were very important to me when considering what kind of RV I wanted to live in was the kitchen area, and I did want to have a nice sized pantry, and as you can see, there's a kind of a closet door here with a pantry in there, so I can store a lot of items in there and put some canned food, vitamins, things like that in there, because I do live in this full time. Also, the important thing to me was the refrigerator. This is a nice big double wide refrigerator. It's not a residential refrigerator, it is also a gas. It's a propane and an electric refrigerator. There's lots of room in there, some doors on the side. I really don't have a lot of food in there. The freezer is a double-sided, nice storage in there. But a lot of people are going to residential refrigerators, and I'm not sure if they also can run on propane. But I like the fact that when I travel, I can keep the stuff in the refrigerator from going bad by using the propane. I don't have a big battery bank, I just have one battery. So that's an important thing to consider when you get an RV, what kind of refrigerator you want to have and how big you're going to need it. One of the other really important things to me was the layout. And it's important to look at a lot of different RVs. As you can see, this layout is a little different from a regular RV, or majority of RVs that you see out there. The kitchen and the living room are actually separate areas. There's my buds, Tigger and Rue. Rue's on the left this time, Tigger's on the right. Just to mention, I have a little set of plastic fold-away stairs so they can get up and down on the couch when they want. But I never did really like the kind of RV that has the couch on one side and the kitchen on the other side, because I think you have to sit there and watch the TV with your head turned sideways. Personally, I like to sit right here. This is my favorite couch spot, and I can look directly at the TV. It's easy to have. There's actually a lot of room in here. You can probably fit about 6 or 7 people on these couches. None of these couches in particular is a bed, but as you can see, there are really nice big windows in here. There's also a little fireplace. Love the little fireplace. It's electric, so when I'm plugged into full 50 amps, I can just click that on in the morning, and it takes the chill out of the air. Good cross ventilation with the big windows. The kitchen area it's not huge, but it is an RV, so it's going to be small. It has nice propane stove tops. I put a cover on there myself. It did not come with a cover. There's the little oven. The microwave oven up there, that's nice. There's also some good storage. There's enough counter space for me to put a few things, especially since I stay in one place for a month or more. I just store those away when I travel so things don't go flying. There's some drawers down at the bottom. So very important to look at your storage space and what you think you're going to need. I added the little throw rugs because I like some rugs on the floor, especially for the dogs so they don't slip around a lot. In the back, there's also a loft up there and a little ladder that you can just pull out so someone can get up on the loft. I, however, have some plastic bins up there with some extra towels. That's where I keep my extra toilet paper, extra paper towels, extra towels and sheets. Here's what it looks like without all of my junk and the curtain closed. So that's a good storage place because only a small kid could actually climb up this ladder. It does come out, but it's not a very big space to get up in there. I can climb in there, but anybody bigger than me, forget about it. So I like the kitchen area being separate from the living room area. These couches, like I said, they are not beds. They do have some footrests that come out. Someone could sleep on the couch. I've slept on it before when traveling. It's not very comfortable, but it's doable. The TV I just got, as you can see below it, an addition that I just bought was a sound bar. The sound on this TV comes out the back of it and bounces off of the wall, and it really makes it sound mumbly, so I couldn't stand it. I could barely hear what they were saying. So I did get a sound bar from Amazon. It's nice and low, and it fits right underneath. You can see right underneath, and I get good sound out of it. So that's something you might want to consider. Like I said, I really do like the fireplace. It's pretty neat. You can also turn that on and not even have a fire, but you can have the flame come out. You can have it look like a flame just by turning the flame on and not the fire. So it's really pretty. I can turn it off. I can set it low or high. Right here is the breaker box. I have popped that a couple times when I'm running maybe a little, maybe the heater and the coffee maker. Right in here is the fuse box, and you can check in there and see if there's any fuses. So everything is easy to get to. This is the control panel for everything. We have a fuel gauge. You have a fuel station tank I mentioned on the outside. That was nice if you are taking toys and you use the fuel station. I don't have any fuel in there, but it also tells you how much fuel is in your generator tank. This is what starts your generator. So you prime it, that'll start your generator up from inside. You don't have to go outside. And everything is right here. If you've ever seen another video about your tanks, you'll see that the lights don't always work. So when we look at black tank, it says it's full, but it's not full because it doesn't work anymore. The gray one, that's the shower water. That does work. That's 3/4 full. And the gray 2 looks like it's about 3/4 full. And then some other buttons for lights. The slide outs, the awning. That's actually an awning light. This is the Yeti pack, which is the heating pads underneath of the water tanks to keep them from freezing in the wintertime. And then a couple of little extra things I put up there. Dream, because I believe in following your dreams. There's also some storage. As you can see, the trim, they've actually done a really nice job with the trim. There's some little pendant lights. RVs are being made much, much better than they used to be made, and they put a lot more attention to detail. One of my most favorite sayings in the whole world: go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. That's what I live by. I believe in living your dreams. Another nice big window, that's the door to the front. Something I added was just a little key hook right there. Let's take you into the bathroom. Bedroom door is in front of me, but the bathroom is to the left. Another important thing for me when I got this RV was a not such a tiny bathroom. I am only 5 foot tall, but I did want a nice bathroom that I would feel comfortable in. And really, I wanted this to feel like my home. So it was important to me to have some counter space to be able to put my toothbrush, some soap and paper towels on. A lot of RVs don't just have a sink. No counter space at all. I really wanted some counter space. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but that's what I really wanted. There's a nice little medicine cabinet right here where I can keep some things in there, some supplies. I keep my towels right up here in this extra cabinet. Down below the bathroom counter is some extra storage, some drawers for things. Keep some toilet paper and some supplies, first aid, and some chemicals for the toilet in there. The toilet is a nice porcelain toilet, something that might be important. Some hooks that I added with the, I think it was the command strip tape. That's some good stuff to add hooks. They don't put things like that in here, but you do need to hang your towels. Another important thing about a bathroom is that you do have a fan, and you can open that up because it will get pretty steamy in here when you take a shower. So bathroom was important to me, that it wasn't so tiny. It didn't have to be this big, but I like that it is this big. It just made it extra nice. I did have a larger dog when I first bought this RV, and she passed away before I even went traveling. So it was important to me to have a tub so that I could give her a bath if I needed to. But now I have smaller dogs and I can just wash them in the sink. So it's a really nice bathroom. Alright, let's go into the bedroom next. Okay, in the bedroom, it also doubles as my office and my kind of therapy room. So right in the bedroom there is a nice dresser with some drawers in it for clothing or whatever you want to put in there. Like I said, I also use it as my office, so I have my computer set up in here right now. It's easy for me to take the computer down and lay it flat on the bed so that it's safe when I travel, and I cover it up with towels and things. Printer, that printer is way too big, but it's what I had when I first moved into here. So I'm kind of junking up the countertop there, but I did not want to put a TV in here. I just needed one TV out in the other room, so I did not opt for a TV in here. I did want to show you that this is a nice sized bed, but I've done something different with the bed. I made one half of it a single, and I had a massage bed because of previous back injuries that I had when I was a jockey. I had a broken back once before, so years ago I had bought a massage bed and I decided to keep it. Take the queen mattress off of this bed and just make it a single and put my massage bed on the other side, and it works really well. So there's some nice windows by the head of the bed, which can allow for a little cross-air when it's cool enough. The TV antenna goes up and down right there. I keep a calendar and some notes on the wall. I like to make notes on my walls with Post-its. But I uncovered the massage bed. Usually I have a blanket over it and the dog bed's on there so that Tigger and Rue, of course, they sleep in the bed with me. But right there, like I said, I keep a little basket for my dirty clothes. Nice double closet here, so you can put lots of clothes in there. I'm a hog and I use the whole thing up because I don't have anybody else here living with me, but there's plenty of room for 2 people. One of the options that you might also want to think about when you buy your RV is, are you going to buy a washer dryer? Some of them have a washer and a dryer separate, some of them have a washer dryer one unit. I decided to go ahead and get the washer dryer with this unit, and it also serves as a second closet. But I would say I'm 50-50 on the washer dryer. You can really only put a very small load of clothes in here. It's not a real big area, and it takes forever because it's a ventless washer dryer. It dries with hot water and steam, and there's no vent, so you don't have to worry about cleaning the vent out, but everything still seems wet when it's finished. So I use it once in a while for underwear and stuff, not that often. You can save the money and just go to the laundromat. I still go to the laundromat a lot. I wait a week or so with the clothes. If you want to wash every day a small load of clothes, then you can keep up with it. This is a little fold-up chair that I just use to sit in when I'm here working on my computer at the desk, or dresser desk, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, it's something important to consider is your bedroom. How big do you need the bed to be? How big do you need your bedroom to be? How much storage do you want to have for clothes? And do you want to get a washer dryer? These are all important things to consider when you're getting an RV. And I know that I mentioned it before, but when I walked into one of these units and I sat down, I felt like I was at home. And I felt like this was my next home. So that's why I went ahead and got this big of a unit. I could have done with a much smaller unit. Now that I've been living in it, I can definitely go with something smaller when I go to get something else, but I feel very comfortable and very happy living in this. So thanks for tuning in to the inside tour of my RV, with some emphasis on inside considerations when you're looking to buy an RV. One of the reasons, like I said, I really fell in love with this RV, and you can see it's a very, very nice RV. But I knew that going from a house to living full-time in an RV was going to be a major change in lifestyle, and I didn't want to get something so small that I would regret it. So to me, it was a trade-off, having the RV I wanted, and then learning how to drive it and park it. It's not as difficult as I think a lot of people are worried about. It does take a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice, and anybody can do it. You just have to make sure that you're aware of what you're doing and take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. And don't let anybody rush you into your decision on what kind of RV to buy. Because, like I said, it's a major lifestyle change. And it's very important that you think of all the things that are concerned, and you make sure that you get something you're really going to be happy with. Doesn't necessarily mean the biggest, most expensive RV out there. There were more expensive RVs that I would just love to have. But this one fit all of my requirements. It also fit a price range that I could afford. Once I figured out how to save a lot of money, I could definitely afford it. And I had to sell my house, of course, but that was all part of the plan. And now I'm living my dream in my dream RV. In fact, I've named my RV the Dream Catcher, because I'm catching all my dreams in it. And I certainly hope that you catch your RV dreams, you live your dreams, you live the life you want to live. And thanks for tuning in to another edition of Your RV Dream. Until the next time, wishing you safe travels, blue skies, and smooth roads. Bye for now.